came in, nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Big dog from the Telltale told you. Wait, don't even know you. Stop right, I'm on a trip. Blink at my VIP.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
Red on red.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Lawrence to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. In motion left is Davis. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Easy.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Here's 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 10.
73.
Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Breaks through the contact. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A nice job here getting the tight end involved. He's going to line up on the inside, and then off of play action, he's going to test his secondary by running a corner route. His outside receiver takes all the attention deep, and then he'll just find the open space, and he pulls the ball in.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat?
I like that.
Circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Hey, run!
In motion left is Davis. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Easy. Read it, 44. Read it, 44. Check. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Go, let's go. Great job. 11.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. In mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a try to see. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now inside the 25. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 58 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking here for Smith downfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Ronald Darby. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Red on red.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
11, Agate.
In motion left is Davis. Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Jupiter. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. From the 47, it's second and 5. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. On On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Here we go,
Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to run now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington, 25 yards. And the Jaguars will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5%.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Sink right. Heavy. No.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
All right, here we go. Time.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. They'll have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 56 yards. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. The quick slant caught. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hey.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, son.
On play action, Lawrence. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy going to the air right away. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start. One play, 10 yards. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 4th down try, here's Purdy. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Throwing now is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
5 wide.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Finding room at midfield. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. 2nd and 5. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Motion man is Shakir. Allen going to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Motion man is Shakir. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said.